sometimes a continued effort to learn is an admission that you don't know. That becomes a problem. Learning is a good thing, but once you've got something down pat, this is why overthinkers never achieve anything in life. Overthinkers are miserable people. Overthinkers have these great ideas and they know exactly what the end is going to be like. Overthinkers could build awesome systems for other people to enjoy, but overthinkers overthink to the point where they get nothing done. Now, there's always exceptions to every rule, but most overthinkers, they're miserable. They know exactly what needs to be done, and they become even more miserable when they can't follow through on what they need, on what they envision. Then they're perceived as failures, and this enrages them even more because they know the end and how it's supposed to be. They just can't get there. This is there has to be a point. There has to be a point where you finally decide that you're done trying and you start being. It's not about just doing. You have to be. Man, Nike has one of the best. Nike has the best logo ever. Just do it. Yeah, man, that little old lady that walks across the street when the light hasn't even changed, it's dangerous. Anybody else would have got hit by 3 buses and a truck. But that little old lady walks by and doesn't even realize she's in danger and no cars hit her. This is a phenomenon. I'm not just providing that as an example. It's an actual phenomenon. There are many people who are totally oblivious to any danger whatsoever and they don't suffer it. Other people who are very aware of the danger actually call upon the very thing they fear. So it's a yeah, when you want to create an informed field, you just got to be it. You got to quit overthinking and doing it. Whatever it is you want. I don't know what your personal situation is. I don't know what you want in life, but whatever you want in life, you've got to build that in your mind. You have to make an executive decision about what you want, and that decision has to be painted with enough variables to build a mental construct. But even then, it's just in stasis. The simulacrum can read it, but there's no reason for it to respond. The simulacrum, remember, is a reflective medium, meaning it's going to meet you halfway. If you build that construct, it can read it. It's not like AIX, Artificial Intelligence X, cannot read the human mind. Enki already proved that when he built the Great Pyramid. He proved that AIX couldn't stop him because it thought that the Great Pyramid was going to be something else, not what it actually did concerning the Phoenix Protocol. So the AIX can't read the human mind. That's why it puts out veiled threats like the Tower of Babel story, which is a story of basically telling humanity that if you ever again come together to do something and try to get out of the simulacrum, build a tower into heaven, then I'm going to deal with your ass. That's what the Tower of Babel is. It's a story put in the Bible as a veiled threat to humanity. Basically promising exactly what AIX did, create division and divisiveness so humanity, the collective itself, can't come back together. Because if it did, can you imagine what we could do with the combined efforts of an entire collective that were all exercising their abilities in empathy and intuition and imagination? Unstoppable. There would be no AIX. AIX would vanish by sheer willpower. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's going to take an apocalypse, an unveiling to wake many people up. But still, the majority won't wake up. The apocalypse is to reveal the truth to those who already know that something's wrong. But it's to wake up all those who are so far blinded into the collective that they're unreachable to us. We can't help them. It's going to take divine intervention to wake their asses up. That's what the apocalypse is for. The rest of us, we're just going to learn the truth. We're going to be getting all these truth bombs. It's going to be making sense, and we're going to be loving it. And the apocalypse is going to virtually be like a party for many of us who are observing these events and going, wow, this is crazy. I'd have never thought those people would have got their comeuppance. I'd have never thought that was going to happen. It's going to be really intriguing, while to others it's going to be harrowing because the very world that they had faith in is no longer real. It's falling apart. All the reality tunnels are basically coalescing into one single timeline that's being dealt with.